There has always been an illusion. The clearance inside the bearing is very small. It felt like it was very difficult to get the balls in. After watching the process, I realized. It's so simple. First of all, before putting in the ball, the inner ring is pushed to one side close to the outer ring. The other side will leave a big gap. Then you can put the balls in one by one. And then you put the inner ring back. See? It's not full of balls. Finally, you have to put in the cage, so that the balls are evenly distributed and held in place. It's that simple. Doesn't that clear up your doubts? Bearings are an important part of modern machinery and equipment. It is through the smooth metal ball rolling between the inner and outer rings, in the process of mechanical transmission, to fix and reduce the friction of the load, so that the operation of the machinery is smoother. Because of its important role, so it is called industrial joints. The performance of bearings will directly affect the performance of mechanical equipment, even the development of the industry. But it's hard to distinguish the bearings from the appearance, and the material used becomes crucial. What kind of material is the bearing steel used to make bearings? Let's find out. Bearing steel is also known as high-carbon chrome steel. It is the steel used to make rolling bearings such as balls, rollers and sleeves, etc. It can also be used to make cold-drawn film for precision gauges, machine tool screws and other precision parts. There are 4 main types of bearing steel. High-carbon chromium bearing steel is mainly characterized by high hardness, used in the manufacture of bearings with large wall thickness, widely used in automobiles, tanks and airplanes. Carbide bearing steel is mainly characterized by shock and vibration resistance, used in the manufacture of large impact mechanical bearings, used in mining machinery and agricultural machinery. High-temperature bearing steel is mainly characterized by high-temperature resistance, used in the manufacture of high-temperature conditions under the work of the bearing, mainly used in gas turbines. Corrosion-resistant bearing steel has strong anti-corrosion properties, used in the manufacture of bearings working under high corrosive conditions, such as in marine vessels and petrochemical equipment are used. In order to meet the requirements for bearing performance, bearing steel is required to have high and uniform hardness and wear resistance, and high elasticity, good dimensional stability after heat treatment. Bearing steel is one of the most demanding steel grades in all steel production. The content of inclusions is closely related to the properties of steel. The more inclusions there are, the worse the properties are. The more inclusions, the poorer the performance, the shorter the life. Therefore, bearing steel in the smelting process will be used in a specific process, such as the use of vacuum melting process, in order to reduce the non-metallic inclusions into the steel, ensure its purity to improve the material properties,